It is Monday, March 10th.
The Liberal Party is united and strong and ready to fight to build an even better country.
A landslide victory. Mark Carney is elected as Liberal Party leader and will officially become our country's next prime minister within days.
It takes courage. It takes sacrifice. It takes hope and hard work.
Farewell speech. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau shares a message of Canadian unity in the face of U.S. tariffs and annexation threats.
From one old guy to another old guy. Stop this nonsense.
A direct message as the Liberal Party gains fresh momentum. Former Prime Minister Jean Chrétien calls on Canada to stand united against the United States.
Make no mistake, Donald Trump will have a big smile on his face as he exploits all of Carney's many conflicts.
On the attack, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre taking aim at Mark Carney at a rally in London on Sunday. Stay with us, Canada. Your morning starts right now. Welcome to Your Morning. I'm Marcia McMillan.
Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm Teddy Wilson.
Teddy, Marcia, great to have you.
Nice to be here.
Yeah.
Do not adjust your sets. You are not watching CTV News Channel. Anne-Marie and Lindsey taking some much-deserved time off this week. So I'm here. Thank you guys for helping me out.
That's awesome.
I'm so thankful to have you guys. I'm glad to be back. I was off last week, so it's like trying to ride a bike again.
Right.
This morning, I forgot to turn on my IFB, which is my earpiece, but so far that's the only hiccup. So,
Okay, yeah.
Thank God.
So should I not rely on you then?
No, Teddy's your man today.
Oh, don't rely on me either. You're in trouble. Yeah. Well, welcome back to the show. I know you've done it before, but it's been a few years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So,
So
That's
I was
awesome to have you
saying,
here.
forgive me if I just jump in and start reading the news.
No, it's amazing.
It's old habits die hard.
We'll share. It'll be great. Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
Thank you for tuning in. Let's turn to some of the top news stories we're following for you today. People across Canada waking up this morning to a new face leading the Liberal Party after Mark Carney won in a landslide victory.
Your new Liberal leader and the 24th Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney.
I know that these are dark days. Dark days brought on by a country we can no longer trust.
The Prime Minister-designate delivered a rallying speech vowing to take on U.S. President Donald Trump and Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre. Carney dominated the ballot with 85.9% of the vote, beating Chrystia Freeland, Karina Gould, and Frank Baylis. But major questions remain, including how soon Mark Carney will officially become Prime Minister and whether there will be an early election call.
This is a nation-defining moment. Democracy is not a given. Freedom is not a given. Even Canada is not a given.
While delivering a farewell speech, Prime Minister Trudeau wiped away tears while walking up to the podium. The outgoing Prime Minister used his farewell speech to unite the party in the face of U.S. tariffs. Trudeau announced in January he would be stepping down as the Liberal Party leader and Prime Minister after growing pressure from within his own party to resign. Trudeau was elected Prime Minister in November 2015, serving nearly a decade as our nation's leader.
Canada will continue to rise through north strong and free. Nobody will starve us into submission because Canada is and will remain the best country in the world. Vive le Canada!
And former Prime Minister Jean Chrétien congratulated Mark Carney at the Liberal Leadership Convention in Toronto. He also acknowledged the way premiers and Trudeau's government have reacted to the, quote, completely unjustified tariffs imposed by U.S. President Donald Trump. Chrétien said, if necessary, Canada can hit the U.S., quote, where it hurts by imposing an export tax on oil, gas, potash, aluminum, and electricity. Chrétien added that Canada can then use that money from the export tax to build infrastructure, including a pipeline for natural gas from Alberta to Quebec. Meanwhile, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre took aim at Mark Carney before Sunday's leadership race concluded.
Carney's advice drove up taxes, housing costs, and food prices, while he personally profited from moving billions of dollars and thousands of jobs out of Canada to the United States.
Poilievre there seen holding a rally in London, Ontario Sunday, accusing the Liberals of, quote, pulling a sneaky trick in an attempt to get elected for a fourth term. After Carney's win on Sunday, Poilievre posted on social media saying Liberals are trying to trick Canadians into electing them for a fourth term by replacing Trudeau with his economic advisor, Mark Carney. So who is Mark Carney? Well, he's repeatedly said he's not a politician, yet he's now about to lead our country despite never having held political office.
He's not arrogant, but he knows that he can put that intelligence to good use. And that's important. That helps him break molds.
His friends say his confidence is an asset. Carney was born in the Northwest Territories and grew up in Edmonton, Alberta. He's now the first Liberal leader to come from west of Ontario. Carney got his bachelor's degree in economics from Harvard University and his master's and doctorate in economics from Oxford. He served as Bank of Canada governor from 2008 to 2013, helping steer our country through the global financial crisis. Following his work at the Bank of Canada, he moved to England, serving as their youngest and first foreign Bank of England governor from 2013 to 2020, working through Brexit there. To politics south of the border now. U.S. President Donald Trump says tariffs will be good for the U.S., despite concerns they could bring a recession.
I think the tariffs are going to be the greatest thing we've ever done as a country. It's going to make our country rich again. We have many companies, as you know, auto companies are opening up plants now. We've had 4 or 5 announced already, but many more are coming.
Trump spoke with reporters aboard Air Force One Sunday. When asked directly if he was expecting a recession this year, the president said there was, quote, a period of transition taking place. Earlier on Sunday, in a pre-recorded interview on Fox News, Trump also claimed that he paused implementing tariffs until April 2nd to help out Mexico and Canada.
We are passing a law, we're introducing a law in the legislature that will allow us to take measures that could impose export charges or restrict energy exports to the United States. But that is a very significant step, and we recognize that.
Meanwhile, British Columbia Premier David Eby tells CTV's Question Period his province is all in on a United Team Canada approach to countering Donald Trump's trade war. A tax on electricity headed south is similar to a plan Ontario Premier Doug Ford has already implemented or advocated, despite another pause on some tariffs. He's moving ahead with a 25% surcharge on electricity exports to the U.S. He's expected to reveal further details on his plan today. Well, 2 beavers from Scotland have been reintroduced into the English wild for the first time in centuries.
Today marks something really exciting, which sounds like a small thing, which is 2 pairs of beavers being released here at Purbeck, but actually is a big, bold step in reversing the decline of beavers.
Aw, look at that. Aw, cute. The beavers, unsurprisingly, quickly took off after release. We're out of here. This is being seen as a crucial step for revitalizing rivers and wetlands, taking on environmental challenges and meeting national biodiversity objectives.